This copyright telecast is presented by the authority of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association for the private use of our audience. Any reproduction, rebroadcast, retransmission, or other disseminations of the use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts for this show without the express written consent of the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association is prohibited. On the PCSRA Sports Network from Learfield, welcome to the PCSRA Weekly Show. It's brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it is the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast is also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where we encourage you fans that together we can end DUI. Now, with the call of today's PCSRA Weekly Show from the Blue Hedgehog Studios in War Acres, Oklahoma, here is your host, the voice of the PCSRA, Daniel Voiles.
And hello, and good afternoon, and welcome here to this Monday's edition of the PCSRA Weekly Show, in addition to episode number 2 of the NHL podcast. Daniel Voiles here with you for the PCSRA Weekly Show. Our producer and engineer, as always, is Greg Rutz back in our PCSRA studios, as I'm going to tell everybody in the weekly show that we're looking forward to a great show today. Now, before anybody asks in the chat why the screen is blue, I'm going to go ahead and explain. The reason you're seeing this in the background is because I'm doing something different for the remainder of this year. Starting this week, beginning this episode of the Weekly Show and the NHL podcast, because I'm on Share Factory. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to let you guys know that I wanted to do something different instead of showing you games. So that way, for like the Weekly Show and the talk show and all that good stuff, I will have this in the background. But I'll try to have something like PCSRA on here if I can figure out. I'll come up with a plan, because I'm going to ready to edit this to like PCSRA and all that yada yada yada. So you're only going to see a blue background with me just chatting, and that's pretty much about it. So yeah, couple of announcements to get started. I will be doing a stream coming up for get ready to record Angels and Rangers. Not sure when that game will be posted. Probably Friday or Saturday. That depends if I have to work one of those days or anything like that. I'm thinking about having 3 games ready for this weekend. Have them up this weekend. Also, I have Azerbaijan going to be up this weekend. I've already gotten the premier dates all taken care of. So that's already been planned as far as that's concerned. So, and yeah. As far as other stuff is concerned, I will be right now getting ready to, because I know in 3 weeks I'm getting ready to leave for Road America. I'm going to have to come with a plan as far as what's going to happen for the weekly show, and should be a lot of fun. And as I accidentally hit the wrong button, and should be fun. So hopefully everybody had a great Easter. Today is Earth Day. Happy Earth Day from all of us here in the PCSRA. And with that being said, I don't have any other announcements to go over, but let's go ahead and introduce the only 2 members of the weekly show that are here. Joining me for today's weekly show is Kyle Langland and Nathan Orman, which, before we get started, just to let anyone know, Orman's lucky to have like a Monday off, because he's got like this weird holiday or whatever he has at his school.
Oh man. Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yes. So, I've already now explained everything why there's a blue black. Yeah, let's try that again. See, this is what happens when I'm derping so badly, and we haven't been live for like almost 2 weeks. So what does that say?
Not here.
Yeah. Before we get
he's still in school.
Yes. Before we get over to today's agenda, we have some sad news we need to pass along. Brenda Jackson, if I can find it here, I put it in the NASCAR chat. Let me go ahead and grab it. Brenda Jackson, that's a part of Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Kelly Earnhardt. Sadly, today she passed away. We want to send our thoughts and prayers to everybody at Dale Jr., Kelly Earnhardt, and everybody at Junior Motorsports as far as that's concerned.
And basically to the Earnhardt family.
Yes. So, and it was first announced on the.
I wish Junior and his wife Kelly the best wishes.
Yes. Today's episode of the PCSRA Weekly Show, we're going back to 2 weeks ago, since we didn't have a weekly show last week, as I documented because of Easter. Today's episode, we're going to recap Richmond, Long Beach, China, Phillip Island, and Rome. We'll have the panelists' thoughts on the race weekend. Plus, we're going to ask Nathan Orman and possibly other people about what's wrong with Ferrari in the early part of the season. We'll talk about the surprises, the early surprises in the 2019 race season as far as NASCAR is concerned. We'll talk about Ford Mustang's strong start in the supercars. We have some NFL and NHL news, as well as some NBA and MLB news, which we have a lot as far as stuff is concerned. Then I'll give you then we'll go through some news and notes around the PCSRA as far as the Dolphins report, which that's something important to look forward to. And we will look ahead to Talladega, Azerbaijan, and the Paris E-Prix. And by the way, before we get started with the weekly show, just a reminder that KRXO FM and KRXO HD Oklahoma City, KRXO Claremore Tulsa, a product of the Tyler Media. Remember, reaching over 1 million Oklahomans every week. As the big story of the day, the Oklahoma Sooner women's gymnastics won the national championship over the weekend. So congratulations to the girls on an incredible gymnastics season, as it was unexpected, if you ask me. So congratulations to them, as that's been the big story of the day. All right. Enough waiting as far as all that good stuff is concerned. Let's kick off the Monday show, as I don't know why I'm looking at pizza for whatever reason.
Well, there's also this is the first time I ever caught the beginning of the weekly show, because I always catch it like towards the end with the prediction.
Yeah, but first time. Okay, I'm actually going to, for recapping the races, I'm going to do it in ABC order. So, I'm going to kick off the weekly show recapping the Chinese Grand Prix. Well, let's say the Chinese Grand Prix was kind of dramatic as far as that's concerned. At the start, Lando Norris and his teammate Carlos Sainz, along with Danny Kvyat, were in a four-wide situation with Lance Stroll. Kvyat and either it was Sainz or I think it was Sainz, because Norris went off the track, made contact. Lando Norris's car had two wheels off the ground, which kind of did a little bit of damage to the suspension on his car, but both cars continued on.
Now what that means?
Yeah.
His tires went off the ground. He couldn't flip.
Yes, but thankfully he didn't. Which, for whatever reason, they gave Danny Kvyat a drive-through penalty, which, in my opinion, that was a racing deal. I think that was kind of a little too harsh.
Yes.
And Nico Hülkenberg ended up retiring from the race due to a mechanical failure. Kvyat did as well. I think he had damage to the suspension on his car, so he ended up retiring along with Lando Norris. The rest of the race, as far as that's concerned, the only wreck we had was in free practice 3, where Alex Albon got on the AstroTurf, lost control, slammed into the tire wall. Thank goodness for that tire wall being there. Unfortunately, got knocked out of qualifying, but he drove a beautiful race. What?
Taylor just said the call is not showing up on his end.
He might need to restart Discord.
No, I mean for YouTube.
Oh.
Oh.
Taylor. Try to refresh Discord, Taylor. If you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, it ended on a sad note as far as everybody's concerned, including Orman and I. Lewis Hamilton picked up his 75th win in Formula One and took home the victory. Yes. So let me...
Lewis Hamilton, why you keep on winning races?
So, the top 10 results for the F1 race is as follows. Okay, you do that, Taylor. So, Lewis Hamilton won, Valtteri Bottas finished second, Sebastian Vettel got third, Max Verstappen fourth, Charles Leclerc rounded out top 5. Pierre Gasly finished 6th, Daniel Ricciardo was the best of the rest, finished 7th. 6 cars, ironically enough, the top 3 teams, which is Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull, were the last 6 cars on the lead lap. Ricciardo, the best of the rest, even though he finished a lap down, finished in 7th. Sergio Perez got 8th, Kimi Räikkönen 9th, and Alex Albon, who got driver of the day after starting from the pit lane with a brand new chassis, completed the top 10.
That's
yes.
Amazing.
Now, what did I do with the V8 Supercar results? Unless I have them on my phone. Yeah, Phillip Island was what? Race 9 or 10 or something like that? Somebody confirm. Yeah, I got it. Then we went to, let me see, China, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay, Phillip Island, actually, no, let's get to Long Beach. Long Beach was next, and then Phillip Island. Okay. See, this is what happens when I haven't done a weekly show in 2 weeks. Okay, you can forgive me as far as that's concerned. Then we go over to Long Beach. Yes, we'll get to NASCAR. Don't panic, everybody. I know some people was panicking in the chats, but anyway. Yes, IndyCar. We go to there. First lap was chaotic. Marcus Ericsson, Spencer Pigot, and Jack Harvey brought out the first full course caution for crashing into the fountain section. The 7 car of Ericsson got a drive-through penalty for avoidable contact. That's what started it all. Then that was the only full course caution. Colton Herta had, I think, contact or something like that. His day came to an end. But then this is where the controversy came into play. Graham Rahal got penalized for blocking Scott Dixon, which does not make any sense as far as that's concerned. And I bet that didn't sit well with the fans as far as that's concerned. But at the end of the day, it was Alexander Rossi for the 2nd year in a row as he ended up getting the victory on the streets of Long Beach, as right now Taylor hasn't joined. So the top 10 results for the IndyCar race. Alexander Rossi won, Joseph Newgarden 2nd, Scott Dixon 3rd, Graham Rahal 4th, Ryan Hunter-Reay 5th, Simon Pagenaud 6th, Will Power 7th, Takuma Sato 8th, James Hinchcliffe 9th, and Felix Rosenqvist, the best rookie, finished in the top 10.
Restart your phone, I'm guessing.
Yeah, restart Discord or something. Then we go over to the IMSA race, also at Long Beach. That race was one of my favorites. The number 54 prototype made contact with the tire wall going in the left-hander. Other than that, the race was really good as far as as I need the results. I already know about who won, but I need the results. Thank you very much. And Discord, and it didn't help. Well, keep trying something, Taylor. Yeah, Taylor's having some troubles with Discord. We apologize. I blame Discord for being gay to Taylor.
Is the app not cooperative with him?
I don't think so. But the rest of the race was really interesting. The number 66, I think it's the number 66. Yeah, number 66, driven by Dirk Miller and Sebastian Bourdais, ran out of gas, and I think it's either Jan Magnussen or Antonio Garcia, who was driving at the time, ran in the back of them smacks Discord with a baseball bat, and Discord accepted. Anyway, Sebastian Bourdais, or Dirk Miller, got hit coming down the back straightaway, backed into the wall. Their day was done, even though they ran out of fuel. And at the end of the day, Felipe Albuquerque and Juan Barbosa took home the win in Daytona Prototype International, and the 912 Porsche took home the win in GT Le Mans. So the field was this. Felipe Albuquerque and Juan Barbosa won. Ricky Taylor, Elio Castroneves finished second. Dane Cameron, Juan Pablo Montoya got third. Oliver Janis and Tristan Nunez got fourth. Steven Simmons and Simon Trummer got fifth. Pippo Durante and Felipe Nasser got sixth. Kyle Kaiser and Will Owen rounded out the Daytona Prototype field, got seventh. Harry Tingelberg and Jonathan Bomanito got eighth. Tristan Vautier and Mish Gonickberg got ninth, and Jordan Taylor and Ranger Van Zan got the top 10. John Bennett and Colin Brown rounded out. Oh, they did not start the race, so they had, I think they had like electrical issues or something like that. So for GT Le Mans, it was Earl Bamber and Lauren Van Dort got the win. Jan Magnussen and Antonio Garcia got second. Oliver Gannon and Ptolemy Miller got third. Sebastian Bourdais and Dirk Mueller got fourth. Nick Tanner, Patrick Pillett got fifth. Richard Westbrook, Ryan Briscoe got sixth. Tom Blomqvist and Connor D. Felipe got seventh. And John Edwards and Jesse Cronin completed the field. Moving over to the V8 Supercars over at Phillip Island. Race that was really good. Jamie Whincup, for the second, is the call PCSRA server not showing on your end? Oh, that's Kyle.
I was asking.
Okay. So Jamie Whincup had tire come off, which in NASCAR, if the wheel comes off your car, you get like a suspension or something like that. I don't know what the penalty is in the V8 Supercars, but Whincup had a problem. Cameron Waters, I think, had a mechanical problem as far as that's concerned. And the rest of the race was good, and at the end of the day, it was Scott McLaughlin who took home another win for Ford Mustang. So the top 10 results for that is this. Scott McLaughlin, the winner. Fabian Coulthard, second. Andre Himgardner got third. David Reynolds, fourth. Chaz Monster completed the top 5. Shane Van Gisbergen got 6th. Rick Kelly, 7th. Scott Pye, 8th. Nick Perricat, 9th. And Will Davison completed the top 10.
Taylor, you're in the talk show, not the
yeah, I see what... Hang on. I'll get him.
You
I got him. There.
There he is. You got And he's gone.
And what the heck? Oh, no, he's back.
Taylor, you are. I'm going to send Foxy over to your house, and he's going to send with a baseball bat.
Wow, Taylor.
What's this score?
I guess Taylor was trying to have sex with Discord in the bed, and Taylor accepted.
You better yet, and I'm going to send Foxy over there, and I'm going to have him beat
Anyway.
senseless.
Sunday's race was calm at Phillip Island, and at the end of the day, Fabian Coulthard picked up another win for, guess who? Ford Mustang. So the top 10 for race 10. Fabian Coulthard won, Scott McLaughlin second. He keeps the points lead heading in the next race for them. Antonio Di Pasquale rounded out the podium. Shockingly, he got a podium. That's surprising. Anton. Will Davidson 4, Chaz Mustard 5th, Cameron Waters 6th, Shane Van Gisberg fell to 7th, Rick Kelly 8th, Tim Slade 9th, and Nick Percat completed the top 10. That's from Phillip Island. Then we go to Formula E. Yes, Formula E, and then I will do Richmond. Formula E.
I'm just curious if you play back the
Hang
stream,
on.
Folks. If you play back the stream,
Wait, where's...
you could actually hear me when he's saying "derp" to Taylor.
Yeah, I think we all... Formula E results. I need to get the results from Rome. I forgot where my Rome results are. Oh, you Chinese dragon! I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack you, motorsports.com, if you don't give me the results for Formula E. Oh, you gay lion sex of Cody Smart. I'm gonna smack you, you dumb. I'm gonna smack you, you dumb phone. That's what I want, you dummy. Smacks motorsports.com in the back of the head with a cheese grater, and motorsports.com accepted. Once. I want the you gay lion sex. You know what? Screw you, motorsports.com. I will rape your childhood love in the next week. I swear to God. I'm going to rape this.
Oh my God.
I'm going to rape this. Yes. I want Rome E Prix. Get it right. Jesus Christ. Lisa website. Thank you, website.
I think Foils means something.
I got it. Don't worry, Orman. I got it. Okay. Now, getting back to the business task in hand, after I had to cross out. Anyway. Formula E, this was one of the most exciting races of the weekend. Right out of the gate, Gary Paffett got rear-ended, caused a traffic jam. That actually brought out a red flag. Gary Paffett was the only one that went out of the race. Then Eduardo Montara and Felipe Nasser had drive shaft failures. And it was just... Maximilian Gunter, I think, also had a drive shaft problem. Everybody was having, like, drive shaft problems as far as the race was concerned. And at the end of the day, it was Mitch Evans who made it 7 for 7, got Jaguar their first win in Formula E in the process. So the top 10 results is for Formula E is this. Mitchell Evans, the winner. Andre Lauderer finished second. Stoffel Van Dorn gets his first podium since joining Formula E. He gets third. Robert Fringens got fourth. Sebastian Buemi is finished fifth. Oliver Rowland sixth. Lucas de Grassi got seventh. Jerome D'Ambrosio eighth. Antonio Felix da Costa ninth. And Pascal Wehrlein completed the top 10. Going over to Richmond. Yay! I bet everybody was happy about that.
Finally, NASCAR.
Yes.
Something to get me happy.
Yes, something to make Orman happy that doesn't have anything to do with Zachary Taylor doing a bang bang. Anyway. I love to give you hell, Taylor. Anyway. Not accepted, Taylor. Anyway, recapping Richmond. The race was... I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if it was a really good race. I'm just being honest with you. First...
No, it wasn't. There was a few causes.
Yeah, but I'm getting ready to document them. Mason Diaz had an engine failure off turn number 2. That brought out a full course caution, or brought out the first yellow. Justin Allgaier won...
This is short track.
Okay, as I was saying before I got rudely interrupted. Anyway, Justin Allgaier won stage 1. Then Ray Black Jr. there was fluid coming from Ray Black Jr.'s car. I don't know if it was something leaking or what, but regardless, brought out a yellow. Then the 9 of Noah Gragson and Christopher Bell made contact. Bell spun, but eventually saved it. That brought out a yellow. Cole Custer won stage 2. Then there was an incident with David Starr and John Hunter Nemechek. I think both went around the front straightaway. That brought a yellow. And then Gregson, the 08 of Greg Golding, the 21 of Kaz Gralla, and I'm going to explain this. Kaz Gralla was supposed to fail to qualify, but since Morgan Shepherd withdrew to get Kaz in the race, that's why Kaz made it in the result. So, and Justin Haley got together going in the turn number 2. That brought out a yellow. And at the end of the day, Cole Custer took home the checker flag and the $100,000 prize that goes with it. So the top 10 results for the Xfinity Series is this. Cole Custer wins, Austin Cindric 2nd, Justin Allgaier 3rd, Tyler Reddick 4th, Ryan Sieg continues his strong start, finishing in the top 5 and 5th, Zane Smith 6th, John Hunter Nemechek 7th, Chase Briscoe 8th, Riley Herbst 9th, and Justin Haley complete the top 10. The Cup race was almost the same as the Xfinity race, which is only...
Not surprising, really.
Yeah, and that doesn't surprise me. Of course, we had a competition yellow because of overnight rain, which, nothing new there. Stage 1 was won by Kyle Busch. Then, Kyle Larson made contact with another car, pitted for left side tires, but cut a tire down going into turn 1. Slammed in the wall. His day was done. He had to go to the care center because of NASCAR's protocol.
Finished last.
Yes, and Stapleton was not happy, and he got a penalty flag from the NASCAR officials. Anyway, Joey Logano won stage 2. Then Michael McDowell had the same issue. Cut I think it was either a left or a right rear tire down. Went in the wall in turn... Yeah, another tire. Went in the wall in turn 1. His day was also done at lap 240.
I think the person who was lefty when McDowell crashed was this was. He was lefty at McDowell crashed.
Yeah, the rest of the race was I don't know how to say it. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, the party pooper wins the race as Martin Truex Jr. Gets his first win with JGR. And
we call it MTJ party pooper?
MTJ the party pooper won the race. So the top 10 results is this. Martin Truex Jr. wins. The little girl finished 2nd in Joey Logano. Clint Bowyer 3rd, Kevin Harvick 4th, Denny Hamlin 5th, Austin Dillon 6th, Brad Keselowski 7th, Kyle Busch 8th, Ryan Newman finished in 9th, and Paul Menard finished in the top 10. There was only one penalty in the Xfinity Series, and it was Tyler Reddick, who only had one missing lug nut, and it resulted a fine.
It always has to do with the lug nut penalties.
Yes, okay, so we're definitely going to call this the NASCAR lug nut penalty series. Okay, that's acceptable. Okay.
Welcome to NASCAR, where we hand out penalties for missing lug nuts and couldn't get fined.
What else is new? Alright. So, boys, based on what I've just read in a bunch of terms, I'm going to start with Kyle. What are your thoughts on the Richmond race weekend?
At Richmond?
Yes.
I thought it was pretty decent. There could have been a whole lot better, but yeah, and of course, MTJ wins for the Cup. I did not watch the Xfinity.
Whoops.
So
wrong button.
Basically, that's all I have to say about that.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to get up to get my drink my Dr. Pepper that I'm not sharing with Taylor, and Taylor's like, Vegas!
Stop laughing, you Billy Goat.
Yes, stop laughing. Alright, so Taylor and Orman, what are your thoughts on not only Richmond, but what are your thoughts on Rome, Long Beach, and Shanghai for the F1's 1000th race?
Who's going to go first, me or Taylor? You can go first, one.
Go first, Orman.
Okay, China played America.
Oops.
Good race, and unfortunately, once again, Mercedes wins.
Oh, shoot.
You just said that thing.
Well. Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Okay, that was Paris.
No, it was Rome. It was Rome. Paris is the next race, you derp. Congratulations, Orman. You've made so many...
Get your head out of your rear end! Okay! Orman, accept it! Whoa, stop looking at the end of the world! Okay. Well, for the Formula E was pretty amazing. Great to see Mitch Evans win. That's good. Phillip Island, it was a great weekend and another dominating race weekend for Ford. Beats, for IMSA, great race. I love the racing IMSA race at Long Beach, and for IndyCar at Long Beach, great race, and it's amazing to see Alexander Rossi winning again. And Eileen Richmond, decent weekend, but the racing was pretty much boring because there were a little amount of cautions for the fans, and unfortunately for the Cup, Montreux Jr. has to win. Like he always wants to. NASCAR always wants him to win. And I'm happy, at least I'm happy for Cole Custer winning at Xfinity. Yeah, Cole Custer winning, that's good. I would say Cole Custer winning at Richmond over Montreux Jr. winning. Yeah.
Alright, and Zachary Taylor, your thoughts on the entire weekend from 2 weeks ago. Doesn't matter if it has to be in any order, if you know what I mean.
It doesn't really matter. You go NASCAR.
Excuse me.
I think overall, throughout all the racing that happened over the weekend last weekend, I think it was a pretty good racing weekend overall. And we saw some interesting things happen throughout the entire weekend. Saw some cautions and stuff here and there. It was pretty cool to see Mitch Evans win that Formula E race. And it was pretty cool to see Rossi win the IndyCar race too. So, overall, I think it was a pretty good racing weekend.
Yeah, Napa getting their first win of the season. Jaguar getting their first ever win in Formula E. Can you believe that, Taylor? So
that's hard to believe.
Yeah. Talk about trying to be Mercedes in the NR world, Jaguar. Anyway, my thoughts on the entire weekend. I'm gonna do an ABC order, starting with if I can go back to my topics. What? Hang on a second. I'll be right back. War's time, because I'm getting ready to go through the car. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Guess that was the worst time to get interrupted right in the middle of your thought. No. Kyle. It's better. He's not an Indian. He's an Indian zebra Indianapolis boy, and Taylor accepted. You're welcome. Hi, sis, in the DM on Discord. Anyway, back to what I was trying to say before I got really interrupted. Okay, my thoughts on... Let me start with China. I really think the penalty with Danny Gaffey was uncalled for. I really think... I mean, he got sandwiched. It was nothing he could have done to avoid a collision with the McLaren. I mean, he was right in the middle. He was in the middle of a McLaren sandwich with Red Bull as the meat. So, yeah, that really wasn't exciting. Long Beach, it was really dramatic, even though there was team orders. That Corvette. Well, Corvette Racing, the number 3 Corvette had, I think, broke a radiator, and the number 4 did not have, and the number 4 had to stay behind him to make sure the number 3 made the checker flag, which made a lot of sense, if you know what I mean. I was just telling V, hopefully she had a good Easter, well, which I hope everybody else did as well. But getting back to Long Beach.
She messaged you. I couldn't message her.
I don't know.
Is she Amy? Her name is Amy, is it?
Yes. She changed her name. She always likes to change her name for some reason. But anyway, Long Beach, I was happy Alexander Rossi won that race just because he really showed up to that race. He really showed everybody how to get it done. Phillip Island never disappoints. You know, we saw good racing there. The only...
I have to go bathroom.
Alright. The only criticism I would have to say is probably the Jamie Wincup's crew. That's twice you guys have had a tire come off your car. You had this last year at Bathurst, which you got penalized for that, and I think he got penalized again for that loose wheel, and it's like a bolt. It's a bolt lug nut that the V8 supercars have, unlike NASCAR, when a tire comes off. So that's not good for him. But you know, good job the Ford Mustang as far as their dominance. Rome was really chaotic, if you ask me. I mean. But Mitchell Evans making it 7 for 7, that goes to show you Formula E is probably the best series out of any other series we've had so far in the racing world, if you know what I mean. Richmond, however, really kind of sucked. Other than Cole Custer winning, it really sucked because I was hoping Richmond to be a much better race with short tracks as Kyle's back from his restroom break.
I had to go to the teal room.
Yes. But it underwhelmed me. And I don't know what is it with short tracks, but it's kind of underwhelming. And for people saying we want more short tracks, do you want more short tracks that's going to end up having like 2 cautions a race? Or would you like to see a short track that have like 10, 15 yellows? You be the judge.
Yeah, like 2005, like short tracks in 2005.
Yeah, I miss the good old days when the racing was good and I loved being in pain. But I don't know what is it with Richmond races or short track races of late not providing some good racing. So that's my opinion. Don't take any criticism on me because I just told you my opinion. Okay, what's said is said, and I'm going to leave it there. Alright, we have a boatload of news articles to go over. Starting with... Well, let's start... Well, actually, no, let me start with the first NASCAR news, because that's the only news I have. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is getting more fan access for the 2019 race. I'm going to go ahead and read what it says. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is making several improvements that will enhance the fan experience, starting with this year's Foxwoods Resort Casino 301 race weekend, including a new pre-race setup, infield and turn 3 camping, infield experience, more drink rails, and a new fan zone layout. So that's pretty interesting if you ask me. Oh, and I'm gonna also moving closer to the fans, the Cup cars will be gridded in a new location on the turn 1 side of the start finish line.
For which?
New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're gonna do that in Xfinity. I seriously doubt it. That's all as far as that's concerned. That's pretty much interesting. Rafael Lezard is going to be taking part with Dumoulin competition. He'll be a part of the 3rd race of the 2019 NASCAR Pinty Series, so good luck to him.
I think it's pronounced Rafael Lezard.
Lezard. I can't even say his name right, but anyway. But he'll be a part with the Pinty Series, which is JF Dumoulin, part of that team. As Twitter's just being gay again. Not sure why. Anyway, we already talked about the Dale Jr. one. Let's talk about IMSA, because we got 4 topic news. Starting with the first one. P1 Motorsports has announced they are withdrawing from the IMSA WeatherTech Championship and the Blancpain GT Americans competition immediately. That's the Mercedes team I was talking about that shut down. And also they have placed the cars up for sale according to Paul Mita. Perez was due to co-drive with Mercedes factory driver Max Bouchard in both championships, so yeah. Perez had his back injured, and yeah, that really kind of comes a big surprise team. The Chevy Corvette C7 will retire at the end of 2019 to make way for the C8R. Do you think that's going to help the Corvette racing in IMSA for 2020, or what do you think we're going to see, Orman and Taylor?
I think it's going to continue the legacy of Corvettes and IMSA. I think the C8R is going to do amazing.
Yep. You, Taylor?
I mean, I think it's interesting to see what the new Corvettes are going to be able to do. Seeing in racing before, where you bring up a newer model of a car and they struggle. So you kind of wonder if Corvettes are going to have that for a few races, or they're going to just come out of the gates on fire and winning and dominating.
Oh, yeah. Chip Ganassi is going to continue. Chip Ganassi says he would prefer to stay with Ford should the company continue in IMSA and or WEC, but his intents for his team's sports car arm will continue, even though they will lose the Ford GTs at season's end. So don't be surprised. Not sure if they're going to stay with Ford as far as that's concerned, but we'll just have to wait and see. McLaren, however, is going to be making their first start in the GT Daytona category. McLaren Automotive confirmed a multi-year agreement with IMSA, which will see Compass Racing running a McLaren 720S GT3 in the Sprint Cup starting at Mid-Ohio. That's going to be interesting to see how they do.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so we got McLaren and F1 and
Yeah.
McLaren and
Yes.
IMSA.
Other news articles. Supercars will launch 2 new reality TV shows in 2020 as part of the media strategy inspired by the hashtag UFC and hashtag VASC. That's going to be interesting. Virgin Australia Supercars. That's what it stands for. Good lord. V8 Supercars is considering a consideration an engine cost saving drive. That's going to be interesting. V8 Supercars just ripped off NASCAR what they're doing this year. Supercars has unveiled a next level 2019 E Series in partnership with at Defensi AU and iRacing. Wow, that's a surprise.
I think IMSA did it also.
Well, yeah. Well, I don't know if IMSA's done it or not. I don't know. I haven't seen.
I think it's the Formula E. Oh yeah, Formula E.
It was Formula E. I think everybody was ripping off of Formula E for whatever reason. But anyway. Yeah, Boost Mobile Racing posted this out last Wednesday. We are excited to be the first supercar team announced to be part of the 2019 Defending Supercar E Series, which, that's a big surprise. Supercars could lower its maximum horsepower limit to help aggravate engine costs with the current units exceeding $120,000 in some cases. That's really a big surprise. Oh. Marco Andretti, the 98, he's going to be driving his grandfather's throwback. It's in the picture of the car is in the IndyCar chat if you guys want to check that out if you haven't seen it. From Adam Stern let me see if there's any other ones. Adam Stern posted this last week. Due to timing issues, it's looking increasingly unlikely that IndyCar will hold a race on the Gulf Coast, Australia in 2020. Person familiar. Situation is still playing out, and 2020 decision is not yet final. So we'll just keep an eye on that as far as that's concerned. And this from today from Fitzwater. Dreyer and Red Bull Racing, which is DRR IndyCar, this morning will announce that J.R. Hildebrand will be back with the team for next month's Indy 500 with sponsorship again from at Salesforce. Hildebrand will pilot a Chevrolet with the number 48 to honor the late Dan Gurney. That's gonna be interesting to see how that will play out. Let me see. The points leader going into ARCA, there was a driver who had to miss Salem due to a, I think it was like a stomach virus or something like that. I couldn't figure out who that driver was. Do you know the answer, Orman? Because somebody said they had food poisoning. Let me check. Let me pull it up. ARCA driver food poisoning. ARCA.
I think that was
Hang on, let me find it. I can find it. Christian X had a Christian X was hospitalized for a small tear in Tariqa, which he had to miss the ARCA race because of food poisoning. He is expected to be clear by the time we go to Talladega. Once doctors clear him, that's who it was. So, not sure if he is going to be at Talladega, but again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I think that is it for all the breaking. Oh, and Formula W starts in 2 weeks, so woohoo!
At where?
The same race as DTM, which reminds me, I need to add DTM.
Oh, that's the.
Yeah, I need like all the racing stuff.
DTM is with German
yes.
series.
Yes, which reminds me, I need like all the sports stuff on the bottom and like all the racing stuff there, but leave the general chat where it is. Yeah, probably I think we need to start moving all like the sports stuff on the bottom and all the race stuff on top. So.
DTS stands for Dutch.
Yes.
Toys Wagon
And the W Series is going to be a affiliation with them as far as that's concerned. So, I believe that is all of the breaking stories for the motorsports. So let's get into the NHL podcast since it is episode 2. 16 teams began a journey of trying to win the Stanley Cup, but this past week 4 teams have officially been eliminated from the playoffs, and they are the following. And let me read the teams, Orman, because I will read them out. Okay, they are the Winnipeg Jets, the Calgary Flames. That's a shocker. The Pittsburgh Penguins. That's another shocker. And the Calgary Flames. And the Tampa Bay Lightning. Excuse me, the Tampa Bay Lightning.
The President's Trophy winners got swept.
Yeah, by Columbus. Who would have predicted that before the season? So,
Not me.
what is your thoughts so far on the series as far as who really surprised you as far as the series is concerned, starting with the East?
No question, Columbus. Because they never won a playoff series in franchise history, and finally they get it done.
Yep. What about the Western Conference?
The Western Conference. And I gotta say this, St. Louis. Because Winnipeg Jets are one of the powerhouse teams in the Western Conference, but the Blues shut them down and eliminated them.
Yep. All right. Zachary Taylor, who surprised you in both the East and the Western Conference so far after the soon-to-be first round of the playoffs?
I think I'm gonna go along with what Orman just said. I think those two teams are probably a couple biggest surprises right now.
Oh, yeah. Kyle, what about you? Who surprised you in both the East and the Western Conference?
I would also have to agree with Orman and Taylor on those two teams. The Blues have been doing very well. And the Penguins have been doing very well.
Well, the Penguins just got eliminated, so...
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Wait, before I say something... Okay, Charlie, what are you doing? What are you doing, Charlie? Are you trying to play bird sex with the window again? What the heck?
God. Oh my God.
Okay, for me, there's a couple of surprises. I'm going to say the New York Islanders and the Columbus Blue Jackets. I did not expect the New York Islanders to sweep the Penguins like that, and I didn't expect Columbus to sweep Tampa Bay. That's what really surprised me. I'm not surprised my Blues made it to the next round, so that's not a big surprise. But if there was one surprise I was really shocked at, I have to say the Colorado Avalanche upsetting the Calgary Flames. I was surprised. So 4 teams have been eliminated, and and then when Wednesday is over, 4 more teams will be eliminated from the playoffs. Ignore that little deal on my screen. San Jose beat Vegas last night 2-1 to force a series game-deciding Game 7, along with the Boston Bruins and Toronto Maple Leafs. The other series tonight are the Dallas Stars and Nashville Predators, and then the Washington Capitals and Carolina Hurricanes.
And finals to go along with the San Jose Sharks and Vegas Golden Knights game, that went to double
Overtime, yes. So, let me ask you guys this question. Who wins Game 6? Does Dallas upset Nashville, or do we have to wait until Game 7?
I would have to say Dallas would upset Nashville.
All right. Zachary Taylor. Same question.
I'm going to say it's going to go to Game 7.
Game 7. Nathan Orman.
I gotta agree with Kyle. Dallas upset Nashville.
Here's the thing. The Blues would be a rematch of 2016 second round, where the Blues did also play the Dallas Stars and eliminated them in, I believe it was 6 games or something like that. I'm going to say it's going to go 7. I'm going to say Nashville's going to win, and then we'll see what happens there. All right, what about the Washington Capitals Carolina Hurricanes? Does Carolina force Game 7, or do you think the Capitals will move on to the next round? Start with Kyle.
That's a tough one there.
If you had to pick.
If I had to pick, I would say the Blues.
You mean the Capitals?
Yeah.
Yeah, my Blues have already moved on to the next round. We don't know who we're playing next. Zachary Taylor, same question. Does Carolina force Game 7, or does the Capitals end it tonight?
I'm going to make a bold prediction and say Washington's going to end it tonight.
Nathan Orman.
Game 7.
Game 7. I'm going to say Washington will end it tonight. All right.
That'll be an F for Carolina.
Yep. But, hey, it's nice to see them make the playoffs. That's it.
Yeah.
All right, let's predict our games for Wednesday between the Boston Bruins and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Whoever wins Game 7 will win the series and move on to the next round to play. Let me tell you who. St. Louis will play, if I can find my my playoff tree. Colorado will play either San Jose or Vegas. My Blues will play either Dallas or Nashville. Columbus is going to play either Boston or Toronto. Islanders will play either the Capitals or the Hurricanes in the second round. So, all right. Who wins Game 7, starting with Boston Bruins or Toronto Maple Leafs? Kyle Langland. Boston Bruins or Toronto?
I would say the Maple Leafs.
Whoa, an upset. Zachary Taylor. Boston Bruins or Toronto Maple Leafs?
Oh. I'm going to go upset too. I'm going Toronto.
Ooh. Nathan Orman.
Okay, I gotta say this. Upset Toronto.
Sorry, guys. I think you're going to have to wait another year for the upset. I'm going to take the Boston Bruins.
Of course, Boston Bruins defeat the Maple Leafs again in Game 7. Of course.
Well, it's happened before, so don't get me wrong. What about San Jose Sharks versus Vegas Golden Knights? That game 7 tomorrow. Kyle Langland, who you got? San Jose or Vegas?
I would say San Jose.
Whoa.
I think the Sharks have a really good chance.
Nathan Orman.
I gotta say, sorry, San Jose, I gotta say this. Vegas, moving on.
Zachary Taylor.
San Jose.
I'm going to upset. San Jose upsets the Golden Knights and eliminates them after just the first round.
After last season, they went to the Stanley Cup Finals. Still probably gonna get eliminated in the first round. Wow.
All right. So, as Travis, enough with the drama, please. Thank you very much. In the NIRA. Okay. Let's get into, well, baseball season's kind of early, but let's do.
Oh, there's Cody Smart.
Wait.
Grandpa's Cody Smart.
Oh, hi, Cody.
Cody Smart.
Yeah, Cody made it just in time. Okay, who surprised you so far in the early stages of MLB? Zachary Taylor, let me start with you. So, Who has surprised you this early in the baseball season?
Okay, give me 1 second here.
1. Okay, that's 1 second, Taylor.
Okay.
That's 1.
Okay. Hey. Okay, now this one may be kind of obvious what I'm about to say.
You can choose 2 teams for a surprise, like American League or National League. Let's do American League.
Okay, well, this
Yep.
one's going to be kind of probably a little obvious, but obviously the Tampa Bay Rays have been a big surprise, no doubt. With them being 14-8 right now and leading their division by 3 games over the Yankees.
Mm-hmm. For the National League?
Ooh, this is an interesting one here.
Are you chirping at the birds again, Charlie?
What is Charlie doing?
I don't know. Being a goober. Okay, continue, Taylor.
Well, I could go a couple different directions with this one, but I'm going to have to go with the Pittsburgh Pirates being 12-7 right now. Of course. But I will give an honorable mention to the Rockies being 9-13 right now. That is something that nobody
Yeah.
The Rockies being 9-13 right now. I will give an honorable mention to them.
Kyle Langland, your surprise team in the American League and the National League.
Twice.
Who's your surprise team in the American League and National League?
Surprise team, I would say the Brewers.
Ooh.
And for the American League?
American League. I don't know who's leading the American League right now.
Well, we got Tampa Bay leading. We got the Twins leading the Central. That's a surprise. Seattle leading their division. That's another surprise.
I would say the Twins.
Wow. All right. Nathan Orman, who's surprised you in the American League and in the National League?
Okay, American League, I'm going to say my biggest surprise, the Seattle Mariners leading.
Wow. Yeah, I bet nobody saw that coming.
And the Seattle Mariners now has the winningest record so far.
Yep. And the National League?
The league, Phillies, the Philadelphia Phillies are surprising.
Yep. All right, so for me, I also will go with Seattle. I bet nobody didn't expect Seattle to get off to a good start like this, and they have more wins in the American League than any other team. In fact, they have the most wins out of everybody in the MLB world. In the National League, not surprised about the Dodgers leading. But if there was one team you guys forgot to say, I'm going to say the San Diego Padres. I did not expect the Padres to have a good start like they're having right now. 12-11, 2.5 games behind the Dodgers. Who would have predicted that in the beginning stages of the season?
And the Padres doing good because they have Manny Machado.
Yep. Really good key player. Of course, Dodgers not surprised because they still have all the good players in the world, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and, as Orman's taking care of something in DTM chat, let me get back to my agenda. What in the world are you doing, Charlie? Don't tell me you're raping Taylor's cat again.
Accepted.
No, my cat's starting to sound like a bird. What the heck, Charlie? Alright. And we've also hit the top of the hour, so, yeah. Yay, we've hit the top of the hour, and Taylor has now clapped his butt cheeks again.
Oh, that was Coach
Not accepted.
Somebody just joined.
That was...
It's David.
Hey, and yep, it's David. Oh yeah, because David's getting ready to go to the ballpark unless it's raining.
Well, I'm not working this week.
Oh. Oh, good. That means you'll join us for predictions.
I worked yesterday and Saturday. And let me tell you something, Royals.
Yeah.
And they're coming out to see their AAA team, the Iowa Cubs.
Yeah. I blame Zachary Taylor for having the Chicago. Yes, Zachary Taylor invaded Oklahoma City. All right. Let's get back into the game. The NFL draft, by the way, will begin on Thursday, but here's the catch. It's going to be with the College Game Day crew.
Game Day? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the College Game Day crew will be hosting the NFL draft. Okay, that was random.
Yes, it was.
All right.
I'm gonna say except because I know what he's gonna say.
So let me ask Taylor and Orman this question. Is with Ferrari's recent struggles, should they hit the panic button, yes or no?
They should hit the panic button because Ferrari's struggling to make this so far in the season. They need to fix something to the cars so that they will to win a race this season.
All right, Zachary Taylor.
I'm gonna say 50-50 on that one. You know, I don't think you want to panic too much just yet, due to the fact that, we're still, early in the racing season. But, I think if the struggles keep up through even more of the season, I think then you probably push the panic button a little bit.
I say they're almost close to the panic button, if you ask me. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. I don't think we have any other topics. So, all right. Are you guys ready to look ahead? All right.
Yeah.
But before we look ahead to our up... What happened, Taylor? What? What is it, Taylor? What is it, Taylor? Oh, silent chickens.
Tell them goodbye.
Yes, say thank you in German, or danke.
Okay. Party donkey. We're done.
Alright. So, and I forgot to mention, JC is back, so that's really not surprising. Gaunt Brother Racing is doing 13 races this year. Also the cup race, the ratings went down.
Of course.
1.7 rating, which is down a tick in ratings and 8% in viewership from last year.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Okay, Oils, whatever you do.
Oh, what did you do now? You Why'd you put a ghost on my comment section, Taylor? Cody, look at Facebook. See what I mean?
You're fired.
Okay, I'll hold on to Cody Smart's dress while you're looking it up, Cody.
I'll save that for my girlfriend if I have one in the future.
Okay, we'll get Cody Smart his Sprinkles girlfriend for $500 and Cody will accept.
Joy.
Hey, nice job ripping out Taylor's line.
Cody?
Oh, Blue Junior just...
I haven't done nothing to you. Not yet, anyway.
Oh, Joyland. Alright,
Joy to the world, the Lord has come.
alright.
Till December.
Alright, so before we look ahead to our races, let's give you a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA Weekly Show events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard. Next week, we're going to recap Talladega, Azerbaijan, and what did I say? Formula E racing at... Don't say it. I'll look for it. Don't say it.
Paris.
I said don't say it. Okay, anyway. So Paris, Azerbaijan, and Talladega we're going to recap. We'll go through the top story news on stuff between now and next Monday's show. And then we'll have NR news and all that, yada yada, if necessary. And then we will look ahead to the following weekend. Dover for trucks. What?
And also we might want to add an update on the sale of the former Fox RSNs owned by Disney.
Yeah, we might do that for next week's show.
If there was any new developments, yeah, definitely next week. But if something comes up in between this show and Wednesday, we might want to include that in there.
Yeah, I might think about that.
As a late addition to the
Okay. So we will look ahead to the following races. They are Dover for Trucks, Xfinity, and Cup. Trucks are finally back after their off week. IMSA getting ready to run their fourth race at Mid-Ohio, which, by the way, if you don't know this, Mid-Ohio was one of the runoff races, SCCA National Championship runoffs. Let me see. Is V8 Supercars Racing? Don't say it. I will look for it. Thank you very much.
Spoils.
Oh, I forgot to mention, Jensen Button withdrew from Le Mans, and Stoffel Van Dorn will be in his place. So, if you guys haven't heard the announcement as far as that's concerned, there you go.
Button.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't know if V8 Supercars are racing. Let me check. Don't help. No, I got it, Orman. I got it.
No, I just checked to see if Zachary Taylor gets ejected again.
Oh, yeah, V8 Supercars are back, for the Perth, Super Night, for their 5th round of the championship, so that is... Let me think. I think that's race... Okay, we had 2 races in, Adelaide, 4, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'll be race 11 and 12 at Barbagallo Raceway for V8 Supercars. Formula E... I believe Formula E is off, but the stupid calendar don't want to show up. Yeah, Formula E is off. Their next race is not until Monaco in 2 weeks. So, yeah. So that's a look at this week's upcoming PCSRA weekly show events presented by Andy's Frozen Custard, which Orman's going to write that down for next week's show. Okay. Alright, I will be right back because I need to use the restroom too. Alright, I'm back. What'd I miss? Wait, what? Wait, what? Not accepted! Oh, that was a nice motivational belch by Zachary Taylor. That was a very nice No, Cody wanted to accept his German wife. That's what he wanted to commit. Ah, shoot. You just said Cody. Not accepted, Taylor. Okay. Smacks Taylor with a billy goat and Taylor accepted. Oh.
It's already been accepted. Too late. It's already been accepted.
By the way, guys, if you're not looking at the DTM chat, I just pinned the drivers list, so if you guys need the entry list, there you go. Orman, is that the full-time drivers?
Yes, that's the full-time
Okay,
drivers.
thank you. Okay. Let's look ahead. We have talent.
Drivers.
Okay, as I was.
3 drivers that are.
Were you done? Or. Okay.
There's still 3 drivers that yet to be announced for you.
Okay. All right. All right. Are you ready to preview, guys?
Yeah.
All right. Let's look ahead. We got Paris this weekend for Formula E. We got Azerbaijan, and we got Talladega. So we're going from Richmond, which wasn't exciting as we thought it was going to be, to Talladega Superspeedway, the second restrictor plate track, but it's the first race with the new rules package. The rules package for this weekend is this. It's going to be 550 horsepower, and there will be aero ducts. So with that being said, and plus the spoiler is going to be high, what does that mean as far as the race is concerned? Do you think we're going to see the same old Talladega racing with this new package, unlike what we saw at Daytona with the 2018 rules package? Or do you think it's going to be a different race we're going to see?
That's a good question.
Well, I'll say this. We have to wait and see what happens with this race before I can make a final judgment call on this package. So I am going for those reasons. I am going to withhold my judgment on that until we actually see this package in action.
All right. What about you, Cody? What about you guys? What about the rest of you guys?
Well, you brought up a good point there. We didn't see this new rules package in the Daytona 500, so obviously Talladega and Daytona are a little different, but no doubt I think it's going to be a very interesting race, and we'll get to see the new rules package on a restrictor plate track for the first time.
And Taylor, whatever you do not look at Facebook.
Oh boy. There it is. Triggered.
I had to do that. All right. Anybody else have any thoughts on Talladega? You're welcome, Taylor. Anybody else have any thoughts you want to say for Talladega?
I'm going to go ahead and mute myself because I am going to see that video on James Holzhauer about Jeffrey. So I'll be back.
All right. Yeah.
But I'm not leaving this call though.
Okay.
So
I'm also going to mention this. If you're going to be playing, for anybody that's going to play a YouTube video, please remember to mute your mic. That way I don't get copyrighted. So just a little friendly reminder.
Okay, so quick question: is it okay if Cody Smart listens to Twinkle Twinkle Little Star?
All right. All right. Unless you want.
Nursery rhymes, Cody, while we're doing this.
Okay, Taylor. Okay, Taylor. I have a question to ask you. Are you going to make up different lyrics for Cody Smart's new song? Okay, accepted. All right. For Orman and Taylor, we are going from China that hosted the 1000th race to the first street circuit of the season for F1, which is Azerbaijan. We've seen in the past that race weekend, we've seen a lot of drama, in particular the race. Do you think we could see that again this year, or do you think it's going to be a lot different with the 3 tire compounds we have? Oh, hi, Derek Hamill. I didn't see you in the chat. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had Derek Hamill in the chat. Okay. Continue, Orman. Derek, I'm gonna send you a DM telling you the predictions. So get ready.
There's going to be the same thing going on.
I really think it's going to be a good race this weekend. We're gonna see an unknown race at Talladega. Azerbaijan, it's going to be a lot of fun. If last year's race was any indication with the Red Bulls taking each other out, I think we're in for a good one. Yeah.
You win.
Well, and also
I saw it in the monthly chat.
I'm.
What did I do? So, okay, you know what?
Okay, I had to do that. Sorry, Cody. But anyway, I think Paris. I think we could go 8 for 8 in Paris, if you ask me. So, should be fun. All right. What do you think we're gonna see at Paris, Orman?
Same thing. We're gonna see the streak continues with different races, 8 different races, 8 different winners.
All right. It's time to make our predictions. For those of you new to this channel, if you don't know how our predictions go, it goes like this. Driver to win, driver to stay away from, driver you think is the dark horse. Alright, so let me give you the prediction standings. By the way, I'm going to mute the roasting chat so that way I don't get distracted. I'll unmute it when it... Alright, so let me go through the... Alright, so let me go over the prediction standings. Starting with the global standings, I still have the lead by 13 points over Nathan Orman. He has 26 points in the books. Zachary Taylor is past Cody Smart. He is third with 21 points in the books. Cody Smart is fourth with 20 in the books. The other Cody Goforth, is fifth with 12 points in the books. Derek Hamill is sixth with 3. David Heller brings up the rear with only 2 points in the books. However, for the NASCAR standings, it's getting even closer. Cody Smart and Kyle Langland are tied for the points lead. They own a 2-point lead over myself. I have 21 points in the books in third place. Zachary Taylor is fourth with 20 in the books. Nathan Orman is fifth. Derek Hamill is with 18 points in the books. Derek Hamill is sixth with 14 points in the books. Cody Goforth is seventh with 9 points in the books. Ty Dent is eighth in the standings with 5 points in the books. And tied for ninth is Elijah Leonard and David Heller with 4 points in the books.
Yeah, well, that's because I have not done anything in a while.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about, Taylor?
It's something going on in the roasting chat. And not accept it, Cody. Okay. Alright, so that is the prediction going into the... As I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry, I hit the wrong button again. Yes.
Can we please fire Taylor?
No, Taylor's gonna fire his own crotch at his daughter, and Taylor accepts it. Anyway. Okay, let me check to see if we have the entry... No, quit saying Christmas stuff, Taylor. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys, we're gonna just wing it for Xfinity, since I don't have the entry list. Cup, I already told you who the 4 drivers are in the non-charter. They are, let me go back to the entry list. They are Reed Sorensen in the 27, Parker Kligerman's in the 96, Jeffrey Earnhardt in the 81, Brendan Gaughan in the 62. That's the 4 non-charter. So... And Formula E. Okay. Alright. So let's get the party started. Let me get my I'm gonna get my notepad at the ready. Like I said, if anybody's gonna be playing a YouTube video in the background, please remember to mute your mic so that way I can hear the panelists. As far as the prediction, that is a friendly reminder. I'm just gonna let you know. And if somebody comes in before I have to make my picks, they can go last. First up, I'm actually going to do this in, oh, I need to get, wait a minute, hang on a second, let me do this. I need to get David's ready, because I don't have David all set up. Do I, or do I not? Oh, no, alright. Okay. Talladega.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, you play that way, eh? We will.
All right. By the way, David, are you gonna only do Talladega picks?
I think so.
Okay, so you'll be in the same boat.
I do not have enough interest in Formula E.
Okay. All right.
Change my picks on that.
Okay, so I can just I'll just transfer your 2 points from the global standings over to the NASCAR picks. So, all right. Let's do this. This will be the order we're gonna do this. We'll do David and Kyle just to get the NASCAR side out of the way. Nathan Orman will kick us off for the global standings. Then it'll be Taylor, then Cody, then myself. That's how the order will go. And if Goforth comes into this call, he can go He can go third, and I can go last. So.
Cody Goforth is the guy for NFL news.
Okay. All right. So I got Derek's picks already made. I need to pin Derek's picks. Okay. David, you can go first. Let me find you. Wait, hang on a second. Let me get there. All right. Xfinity, we're just gonna wing it. Cup, I already documented the drivers.
All right. Driver to win for Talladega. I am going to say
And
Stenhouse Jr.
wait, is that Cup?
Yes, Cup.
Oh. I was going to mention to you, David, there's no Cup drivers in the Xfinity series, so you can just pick regulars for that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just doing the Cup side right now.
Okay.
Until we can get the entry list for Xfinity, as you said.
Yeah.
So
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., your driver to win.
yeah, driver to stay away from. It's going to be Kyle Larson.
That's really a good pick because Larson. Here's the other thing, Cody, is that Larson's never good at restrictor plates, and you know he even though he did well at Daytona, it doesn't mean he's going to do well at Talladega. But we'll just have to wait and see. All right, your dark horse.
And my dark horse would be David Reagan.
Whoa, that's a bold pick. Okay, we'll get back to David's picks for Xfinity. I mean, if you want to wing it, you can wing it, David. I don't mind if you want to.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, just to remind everybody who's in what ride. Jeffrey Earhart's in the 18 for Xfinity. The 8 is Stuart Friesen. I think it's Stuart Friesen. Yeah, Stuart Friesen's in the 8. Oh, no. Scratch that. Brett Moffitt's in the 8. I'm sorry. Brett Moffitt's in the 8.
We got Buckley, and it's a good one.
Yes. So, it's all Xfinity drivers. There's no Cup drivers. So, yeah. Alright, but go ahead.
And that's it.
Yeah, there's no Cup drivers. It's all Xfinity drivers. Truck drivers can race in the Xfinity series. I don't mind. Alright. So. And plus, it's the Dash for Cash. So what does that tell you, David?
That tells you that they do not want Cup regulars stinking up the Xfinity race.
That's why the Xfinity series has been good the last couple of weeks. Alright. If you had to pick... Oh, I forgot to ask Brian, is Morgan racing this weekend? I don't know.
If I had to pick anyone's volume, I would pick Zachary Taylor as my driver sailing from.
Alright.
Too late.
Alright.
Too late, Taylor. You accepted it.
Okay.
And we told it never.
Okay. You want some time, David, to think about your Xfinity picks?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Kyle.
I need, after the show, PM me the,
Entry list.
the entry list for
for Xfinity, and,
All right.
and I'll go ahead and get that taken care of.
All right, Kyle, you're up again. Let me remind you, Brett Moffitt's in the 8. 18 is Jeffrey Earnhardt for Xfinity. Keep that in mind. So I'm just letting you know ahead. Oh, one other thing I need to mention: Landon Castle's in the 4 because he's clearing Xfinity points so he can compete for Saturday. He moved his Cup points to Xfinity. Ross Chastain is in the 10, so I just want to throw that out there for those of you that don't know about that. So, if you
Okay, makes sense.
wait, what'd you say, Orman?
Okay, so the reason why Lancaster's including his cup going to the Xfinity Series because he's now driving for JD Motorsports.
Yeah, the number 4. I just want to put that out there before Kyle asks me who's driving what. So there's your answer.
Okay.
We're expecting 37 entries. Sorry to cut you off, Kyle. There's only 37 entries as of right now from Brian, so they're all going to make the race, so nobody goes home. Same with Cup. Nobody's going home since there's only 40 on the entry list. Go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead.
My driver to win for the Xfinity race, I'm gonna go with Justin Allgaier.
Justin... Wait, let me write that down. Not Justin Allgaier, Cody. I have to do this. Wait, who's Justin Allgaier? Wait, who's Justin Allgaier?
What? Somebody else made us a door along now?
Somebody likes to say Justin Allgaier for whatever reason. I'm like, what?
Algear? Oh my gosh, that's even worse.
Yeah, David. I think it was one of my friends on Facebook said Allgaier. I don't know why. I was like, who's Allgaier? We know who Allgaier is, but who's Allgaier?
That's even worse than Alligator.
Or Eric Almoria. Or Jennifer Jo Cobb Jr. Well, it's been a long time since we did picks. Okay, driver stay away from Kyle.
Driver stay away from.
Cool, spot. Accepted.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna say stay away from Noah Gragson.
Noah Gragson. I saw that coming. And your dark horse.
And somebody just left.
I think that was David.
David.
Yeah. He told me to DM him his picks for the entry list for the Xfinity Series. Okay, dark horse.
Dark horse, I'm gonna go with Michael Annett.
Michael Annett. All right, for Cup.
Alright. I already talked to you about this before the show started.
Yep, Justin Haley was your driver to win.
My driver to win is Justin Haley, and that's a bold prediction.
That's an extremely bold prediction. Yes, Orman didn't see that coming. Stay away from. Driver stay away from, since you already...
Driver stay away from. I'm going to have to say stay away from... I have to say stay away from... Kyle Larson. Sorry, Stapleton.
That's another good choice. Well, it worked for you last time, Kyle. It may work for you again. Who knows? Your dark horse.
Yeah, if Stapleton is watching this stream, I'm sorry.
It was an honest pick, okay?
So don't go rage in the chat, okay?
Oh, if somebody tells me I went rage because I picked Joey Logano as a driver stay away from, then it's because it's my honest pick, okay? Okay. Dark horse.
By the way, suppose you wanted to remind everyone on the rules in the chat?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to update that before I get to my picks.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my dark horse. I'm going to say Clint Boyer. He's
Wow.
doing well.
He's also a former winner at Talladega. All right, first up for the global standings, Nathan Orman. He's going to kick it off with Talladega. Azerbaijan and Formula E. Go ahead, Orman, buddy. While I save this.
World.
Wait, what?
Okay. Okay.
Oh,
with Formula E.
Oh, you're doing Formula E? Wait. Let me get down there. Okay, go ahead. Driver to win for Formula E.
The win for at Paris. I'm gonna say Romain Grosjean.
Wait, for what? Wait, what?
Driver to win at Paris. Romain Grosjean.
He's an F1, you derp. It's Formula E, you derp. Nice job, Orman. You're thinking Roman Grosjean's in Formula E. He's in Formula 1. Nice derp, you derping grandpa.
I'm sorry. Let's try that again. Let's start over. Okay. Yes. Start over. Okay.
Cue the wah wah wah. You mean that's for your F1 driver to win, you derp?
Okay, let's start over. Yes.
Hey, nice squeal.
For the driver to win, I'm gonna say it's going to be the hometown boy Vern winning at Paris.
Who? Jean-Eric Verne?
Hometown win.
I wonder what kind of derp Orman's gonna make next.
Driver to stay away from I'm gonna say Gary Paffett.
Gary Paffett is your driver, stay with him.
And my dark horse, how about, okay, I'm gonna be doing another French driver as this time for the dark horse, that's Tom Dillman.
Tom Dillman.
Now, Azerbaijan for Formula 1. Driver to win, I'm gonna say it is. Driver to win F1, Romain Grosjean.
Okay, now you got it right.
There we go, baby. Okay.
Driver stay away from.
Driver stay away from for the all that is humanity from Lewis Hamilton. I want Lewis Hamilton to have problems.
Alright, dark horse. Why? Hold on, dear.
Hey, dark horse, this is going to make you happy, boils. Ferrari's gonna, I think it's, my dark horse is going to be, Max Verstappen.
Max Verstappen. Okay, before you do your picks for Talladega, I will be right back. So, talk amongst yourself. Not accepted, Taylor.
No.
What?
Wait, did he actually hear me say that?
No, he didn't.
I thought I heard not accepted. Him say not accepted in the background.
What are you laughing about, Taylor?
What?
I saw you did a rusty chat.
What did I do?
You said he's naked at the new beach. That's what you said.
Well, who said that?
You did.
Who's you?
As in you, Zachary Taylor, you dumping penis.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, I'm back. Hold on. Okay, let's get back to predictions. Alright, where were we?
Right after that, Zachary Taylor's gonna streak naked at Walmart.
Okay, well, wait, is Orman still here?
Yep.
Okay.
He's muted and deafened right now.
Yeah, I don't know where he is. Okay, so while we're waiting for Orman to come back, let's go to Zachary Taylor. We'll come back to Orman's picks in a second. If I can find Zachary Taylor's deal. Wait, did I not make a deal for Taylor? Gosh darn it. Hang on a second, Taylor.
Okay, I'm holding on to my phone and a piece of paper. I got my predictions on right now.
Hold on, I forgot to write this down. Hang on a second, let me do this.
1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4,
Or
5,
give me a minute here.
6.
I say give me a minute. Cup. See, F1. Yeah, while we're waiting for Orman to come back, we'll go straight to Taylor. So that way I can get that taken care of. Alright. So like I said, while we're waiting for Orman to come back to continue his picks, we'll get to Zachary Taylor's picks. Which one do you want to do, Taylor? Which ones do you want to do first?
Here's what we'll do. I'll do my F1 and Formula E, then we'll go to my NASCAR.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, so for Formula 1, my driver to stay away from is going to be Kimi Räikkönen. Ooh.
I'll just say, hang on, let me see how you spell Räikkönen before I derp. Because I'm not come prepared. Alright, hang on, I just need his last name. Oh, there it is. Yeah, some reason I can't even spell his last name, I don't know why. Alright. Wait a second, let me do this. Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
My dark horse is probably going to be a little bit of a surprise and a bold prediction at the same time. I'm going to go with Pierre Gasly.
Pierre. Alright. And for your driver to win?
I am going to go with Sebastian Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel. Oh, and Orman's back. Okay, so we'll get to Taylor's picks.
Talking because Mercedes is in the middle of that marathon.
Alright, so where we left off on your picks, we'll get back to Taylor's other predictions in a second. Okay, your Xfinity picks. Orman.
Driving to win. I dream always was, I believe, good to play races. I'm gonna say, Michael Annette wins at Talladega for his second Super Speedway win of the season.
Alright, driver stay away from.
I'm gonna stay away from, I'm gonna say, driver to stay away from is going to be, how about Cole Custer?
Cole Custer. And your dark horse.
My dark horse is, I believe, is going to be another team Motorsports driver and Justin Allgaier.
Justin Allgaier. By the way, I apologize if it's flashing out back and forth on the screen. I'm trying to keep it where it is right now. Okay. Gosh dang it, you stupid freaking L2 button. Quit being gay again. Alright. Your cup picks. Cup picks.
Okay, driver to win is going to be, I think it's going to be, let's see, I'm going to say driver to win for Cup, Clint Boyer.
Clint Boyer, wow.
Drivers to stay away from, Courtney Stapleton.
Wait, who? Who, Stapleton?
That's my,
Wait, who? I got interrupted by Cody. Who'd you say, Orman?
I'm sorry, it's one of those.
Oh.
I said, my driver to stay away from is Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch, okay, because I couldn't hear. Okay, your dark horse.
Of course, no question, Jimmy Johnson.
Alright. Now, Orman's done. Back to Taylor for his continuation of the picks. We were on Formula E next.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Taylor.
Alrighty, my dark horse for Formula E, and I hope I pronounce his name right, but if I don't, you can forgive me for that. But my dark horse is gonna be Riches.
Who?
Robin Riches, how do you pronounce his name? Yeah.
Oh yeah, yep, I got it. Yep. It's a weird last name, but anyway, go ahead. You gotta stay away from?
I'm gonna say stay away from Andre Lauder.
Andre Lauderer. Yep, Lauderer. Alright, and your driver to win.
Alright, my driver to win is going to be Mitch Evans. I'm gonna say he's gonna go back to back.
Oh, become our first repeat winner. Alright, Xfinity.
Xfinity and beyond.
Not Xfinity.
Xfinity.
Yeah, Xfinity, Cody.
Come on, Cody.
The Cody Smart Xfinity series. Alright, go ahead, Taylor.
Joke, okay?
Yeah.
Alright. My driver that I think you're gonna want to stay away from. Now, this is gonna be a really bold prediction because this driver has been doing pretty good. But I'm gonna say stay away from Reddick.
Tyler Reddick, okay. Your dark horse.
I want to make another bold prediction. I'm gonna go with Greg Galding.
Gray.
Golly.
Now that's something I didn't expect Taylor to predict.
And my driver that I think is gonna win, I am gonna go with Michael Annett.
Ooh.
Ooh.
For Cup.
Alrighty, the driver that I think you want to stay away from in the Cup, I'm gonna say stay away from Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch. Wow, same thing as Orman. Your dark horse.
Alrighty, now these next two are gonna be big shockers. My dark horse is gonna be Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell.
Michael McDowell.
And your driver to win.
Alright, my driver to win, I say he gets redemption from the Daytona 500. Max de Benedetto wins.
Matt DiBurrito. Alright. Next up, Cody Smart.
So, what am I predicting again?
We got Azerbaijan, Paris, and Talladega.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. I gotta go race Azerbaijan women. Which reminds me, I gotta figure out what the language is for Baku.
I think Azerbaijan.
I was streaking naked.
I accepted.
Accepted. That was close. Okay, let's see. Formula One, you know what? It's so easy to predict them. Driver to win. Lewis Hamilton, because he's obviously going.
Alright. I knew he was gonna say that.
It's called realism, folks. Look it up.
Driver, stay away from.
Disapprove. I disapprove.
Sorry, you accepted it.
Okay, driver, stay away from.
Okay, driver to stay away from. The big loser of the race. Who are the horse drivers at the moment?
Roman Grosjean and Kevin Magnussen.
I'm going to say Grosjean as a driver to stay away from, because apparently they've been... Wait, no. They've been doing too good lately. But
they always have bad luck and always blow themselves over one way or another in one other race. So I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to say Grosjean this driver stay away from taking a risk here.
Yep. Remember, he crashed out of this race last year. So a good chance it could happen again. Your dark horse.
Dark horse. There is one particular driver. Well, you know what? I'm gonna make my Formula One friend that I have over on my campus really happy about who I'm gonna pick for my dark horse. My dark horse is Sebastian Vettel.
Ooh. And
Okay.
his naked wife the win.
That's not accepted on my daughter, said Cody.
Oh, I think his naked daughter has the dark horse.
No.
Okay, Formula E.
I don't know who they are.
Okay, your picks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Oh, you need the entry list? Orman, can you send him the entry list for Formula E if you have it?
Smash Cody with a baseball bat.
Cody, accept
I
it.
didn't roast you, you dirty grandpa.
No, you deserve a baseball bat because you were too busy having sex with chicken wings again.
That was a tie. I said it first.
Wait, you tied your penis, Cody? Accept it.
For the love of God, guys, can you let me look at the Formula E list? Please?
There, I sent it to you in a DM. Be grateful. I'll pin it so that way you have it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
And also rape Taylor in a garage, and Taylor accept it.
So, I don't know, who's been dominant lately, guys?
Well, it's been back. It's been like a different driver winning every race. It's really been interesting.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna make life a little bit interesting for this one. Which round is this?
Round 8.
Damn it.
They have 5 more races after this. Can you believe that?
Dang.
So they have 4 weekends to go, and they have 5 races left. Because USA is the finale is a double race, where you have to pick like 2 driver to wins, 2 drivers stay away from dark horse, plus the champion.
Well, I'm not picking Nelson Piquet Jr. then. Gosh darn it. Now who's left? You know what? I think I'm gonna do something a little bit interesting. He might be a little crappy in the points, but I might pick him anyway. Driver to win. I'm gonna pick Oliver Rowland as driver to win.
Oliver Rowland, wow.
Woo!
Driver stay away from.
Okay. The country who I think is gonna suck at Paris is, funny enough, their French driver.
So that would be Jean-Eric Verne.
Yep.
That's your driver stay away from.
I'm gonna stick with him despite there's 2 drivers there.
Alright,
Dark horse. Now, Felipe Nieser isn't gonna be in the race, right?
that's correct. He is not.
He's not anyway.
Did you know?
Is he in the race?
No, I'm gonna say this. Gunter, Haas's team boss's son is racing this weekend. It's Maximilian Gunter, is what I was told.
Oh, Maximilian Gunter, eh?
Yeah.
Well, guess what, Haas? The dreams are gonna come true. I'm gonna randomly pick that one as the dark horse.
All right, Maximilian Gunter.
Fun, you think he's not gonna get it?
Wait, I'm trying to spell his name. That's the problem.
Oof.
Hang on, let me do this. Maximilian.
Alright, okay, on to drivers in the Xfinity series.
Yes, let's go Xfinity.
Come on. I like to intentionally do that, guys. Come on. Okay, so, the Xfinity series. control this week, but I'm going to at least use it here. Driver to win the Xfinity Series, I'm going to go take a risk and say Ryan Sieg. Driver.
Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Alright. Driver stay away from.
Driver to stay away from? Well, if you think it's kind of obvious, I'm going to have Brandon Jones as a driver to stay away from.
Brandon Jones.
That was kind of obvious.
Dark horse.
Dark horse, I'm going to pick one of the junior motorsports drivers to be the dark horse. I'm going that. Ice.
Yep. Cup Series.
Let's see. I know, what are you gonna pick for the driver with hold my space? Format? I just want to do that because Cody Smart's insane.
Wait, you're saying that Cody Smart is Horseface Jr.? Okay, accept it.
For the Talladega race, the aerodynamics is going to be a little bit different, but you know what? Some Max, the baseball man, he accepted because driving to win for the Talladega race, I think he's going to get a six-pack this weekend. I'm picking Brad Keselowski as driving to win.
And Orman's gonna go complain to the Miller Lite people, which the Miller Lite people we eject him, and Cody's gonna start laughing.
Guys, are you kidding me? Like, this is too good.
Driver stay away from.
Driver to stay away from. I think this is the only legit chance to make him as a driver to stay away from this week. I'm gonna, and this one might be a bold pick for driver to stay away from. I'm going to one yet. I'm gonna say Kyle Busch as the driver to stay away from. And Taylor accepted.
Dark horse.
As a Kyle Busch fan, if you guys haven't heard of that one before, oh joy.
Dark horse.
You legit are. In the dark horse, I am probably going to, you know what? The reason I'm picking this guy is because he's going double duty, I think. I believe the dark horse is going to be Ross Chastain.
Ross Chastain.
I think, because Ross Chastain is a very regular.
Yep. Alright, so before I get to my predictions, let me go ahead and let me read Derek Hamill's predictions. Alright, so for Azerbaijan, he picked Lewis Hamilton as the driver to win, Nico Hulkenberg the driver to stay away from, and Charles Leclerc as the dark horse. For Xfinity, he picked Justin Allgaier as the driver to win, Justin Haley as the driver to stay away from, and Brett Moffitt as the dark horse. For Cup, he put, okay, this is funny what he put. He put winning humanoid Kyle Busch. I'm like, what? Winning humanoid Kyle Busch is the driver to win. Justin Haley is the driver to stay away from, and Daniel Suarez as the dark horse. I'll go ahead and let go for it. Give me F1 and Talladega, but it is time for my picks, but in the middle of my picks I gotta go take care of the dishwasher, so I'm gonna start with Formula E. So the driver I think is going to win Formula E, since I didn't roast anybody's line, but I'm gonna say I too will pick Jean-Eric Vergne as the driver to win.
Hey.
Driver to stay away from? I'm surprised nobody picked this driver. I'm going to say Felipe Massa is the driver to stay away from.
Okay, Massa represents Wimbo. God, no, I mean...
GG. Nice job, Orman. And my dark horse...
Yeah, nice job, you derp.
I don't know why... I do not know why you did not pick Daniel App as any picks, but he's my dark horse.
Ooh, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
F1.
Are you becoming a girl again?
Yes.
Just Taylor.
Alright, for F1, my dark horse... I feel like this one's a really much of a challenge. But if I had to choose a dark horse, I'm going to say Alex Albon.
Albon, ooh.
He's really been good of late. He really did good after what happened to him in China. Driver to stay away from, as Taylor is eating something that he's not sharing with us, figures. Driver to stay away from, I'm going to say stay away from Nico Hulkenberg. He's really not off to a good start. I really think he's going to just struggle. And my driver to win, I'm surprised nobody picked this driver. I think it's going to be Valtteri Bottas. Well, he got robbed. He got robbed from the win last year, so. All right, for Xfinity, the driver I think you need to stay away from. I'm going to go ahead and do this in a different order. Driver to stay away from. I have to say stay away from Brandon Jones. I don't know why, but stay away from Brandon Jones. For my dark horse, I gotta go Ryan Sieg. My driver to win, I too will go with Michael Annett.
Okay, that's good. 2 more picks. My picks, Danny.
Not entirely. I also picked Michael Annett as my dark horse.
Well, I'm gonna agree with Cody, so, as far as the picks are concerned. For Cup, driver to stay away from, you guys, I know a lot of you guys have been picking Kyle Larson, but I'm going to go 2 races in a row and say Martin Truex Jr. is my driver to stay away from.
Oh. Well,
He has no luck at Talladega. The dark... Yes. My dark horse, I'm going to go Brad Keselowski.
Oh, come on. Now you're making my happy. God dang it.
Driver to win. Driver to win. Ooh, this one's going to be a toughie. Who do I want to be the driver to win? If I had to pick a driver that would win, let me see. Who would I pick for a driver to win? If there's one driver I would like to see win, I'm going to say... Ooh, this one's a toughie. Driver to win, I'm going bold. Michael McDowell.
Shots fired! I did not see that coming.
It was a tough one. I know it's a risk trying to get the point lead back, but I don't think it's going to happen if you ask me. But I want to go bold.
Oh, that's huge.
Yes.
McDowell is huge. I think when McDowell wins, that'll be his first career.
I bet I really stunned a lot of people on YouTube so far. Alright, as I will be right back. I'm gonna go take care of the dishwasher. If somebody comes in, tell them to make their picks for me and then put them in the chat. So I will be right back. Then we'll wrap it up for final thoughts.
She'll be right back.
Why are you growling like
Wait. I got an idea. What are you doing? What are you doing, Taylor? What are you giggling about now?
Kind of a belly gun. Taylor accepted.
Do I want to know where this is
Taylor accepted. Well, Taylor's good at accepting things now. Accepted. Not accepted. Yes, they are accepted. Here's some secretary running to the field naked. But he's not that Boyle's running naked. Taylor approved it. Oh, yes, he did. And also Danny accepted it. Oh, yes, he did. Joy. There's Boyles.
Aye. What the heck?
I think that was his mom.
No, that was Boyle's wife.
Oh,
No.
Bad Taylor.
Not accepted.
Boyle's is gonna come after you after that one.
Yeah, hear me.
Zachary Taylor has been ejected.
Not accepted.
Taylor's gonna be like, huh?
Joy Village.
Zachary Taylor has been ejected.
Not accepted. Inserts a meme that says Nathan Orman is shooting naked in California. He accepted. Accepted.
I accepted.
We said it first, Orman.
Going to
Oh, we said
Zachary
it
Taylor
first, Orman.
sex.
Oh, yes, we did.
Join to the Zachary Taylor sex.
Not accepted.
Taylor accepted.
I said not accepted first, you derping grandpa. The masked Orman with the table and Orman accepted.
Dude.
You just said it. Bad Orman. Bad Orman. That's what I said. Bad Orman.
The Chicago Cubs lost and Zachary Taylor ejected.
Oh, but got it.
Okay, Taylor, hey, Cody. Cody.
What?
I'm saying, who's Cody? I know who Daniel Boyle is.
Hilarious. He's like, I'm Orman McConaughey.
Who are they?
Oh, he'll get very triggered at this. Cody?
Oh boy. Oh boy, there it goes. There it is.
Okay. Not accepted, Orman.
Alright, I'm back. What happened?
Taylor called your mom your wife.
No, hush it.
Taylor, we are not touching your crotch.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Alright, I'm back. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time... What? 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 What?
Okay. Daddy Cody.
Chicken night.
Actually, who actually said that Boyle's mom was his wife?
That was Taylor.
Smacks Taylor with a baseball bat and Taylor accepted.
Not accepted.
I said it first. Hey, quit saying Christmas stuff. Alright.
To the village.
Anyway. Before we get to our final thoughts, want to thank the greatest crew in the world. Zachary Taylor, Nathan Orman, David Heller, Kyle Langland, Cody Smart, our statistician Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer. Caleb Hobbs, our producer and engineer, and statistician Caleb Hobbs, producer and engineer Zachary Fitzwater, Jackie Tang and Alex Hawkins, and Greg Rutz running the show for us back in our PCSRA Network studios. All right. Final thoughts, starting with Cody Smart.
Final thoughts about what exactly?
Final thoughts on the first third of the season. What do you think we could see between now and the playoffs? As we're getting closer and closer.
I don't know. Probably like Stuart Haas and Chip Ganassi and other teams like looking at the research being like, how are they going to beat Penske and Gibbs in the races? That's probably one thing we're thinking about at the moment. I mean, you got drivers like Kevin Harvick and Chase Elliott up there, like, ready to go, ready to try to hold all these guys off. And the only drivers that haven't won a race yet out of that pack are Ryan Blaney and Eric Jones. So the pressure is now on their shoulders now.
I'm sorry, just...
So, yeah. What were you going to say, Langland?
Go ahead, Kyle.
I was going to say that, Eric Jones needs to get his act together, because he really needs to win a race.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt in my opinion.
Yeah. Not only that, for Ryan Blaney, he's the only one left that hasn't won for Penske, and we do know about the rumor about Tim Cindric trying to force his son into Cup Series next season, and that could indeed take out one of the Penske drivers. And at the moment's time, factor number one is that Brad Keselowski has confirmed sponsors for 2020. Factor number two will be who is performing where. And at the moment's time, Penske's probably looking for wins. So at the moment being, Blaney's probably going to be the one without a ride next season at this rate.
Yeah.
Could it be pretty much don't have a ride?
Yeah.
Yeah, because of Austin Cindric, basically speaking. Which that's where a conflict of interest could ensue. I think Blaine could find a ride regardless. But anyway, back to Harvick and Elliott. I feel like if anyone's going to beat those guys, it's probably going to be somebody like Harvick or Elliott when they to break that streak of Penske and Gibbs in the Cup Series.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Nathan Orman, final thoughts.
Good thoughts. It's going to be. Final thoughts. It's going to be a great weekend. All I'm gonna say. Great weekend. Lots of races. And we're gonna look for lots of surprising winners, probably.
Oh, yeah. Zachary Taylor, final thoughts on the first third of the season and thoughts going forward starting at Talladega. Oh, my God. You do realize I just got that on in the stream. You do realize that, Taylor.
That's on stream, and
Yes, it is.
All right.
Okay, I'm being serious now. The racing season's been off to a pretty good start. Now we get ready for another racing weekend coming up, so who knows, we could see some surprise winners or something like that. You never know what'll happen, so I would imagine we're probably going to see some pretty crazy racing coming up, and we'll go see what happens with throughout the races coming up.
All right, Kyle Langland, your final thoughts on the first third of the season and what to expect moving forward.
I think we're going to see a very interesting. I think business is going to pick up as the remainder of the season goes on. But I would also like to see some other drivers besides Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch, win a race.
Oh, absolutely, if you ask me. Alright, let me think. Oh, and yeah, I'm last up, so. Final thoughts. Well, if Ferrari does not get it together this weekend, then there's no prayer chance they're going to have moving forward, going into the first European race in Spain. And, you know, IndyCar's been good. IMSA's been great. You know, Talladega, I just hope it'll be a good race. And, should be a lot of fun, if you ask me, going into this weekend. So, yeah. So, other than that, I can't wait to do it again next week with our awesome panelists. We'll be back to a 5:30 p.m. Eastern time next Monday or Tuesday. I'm starting to think about moving the weekly show to next Tuesday. That way we have the entry list and all that situated. So next Tuesday, because next Monday will be MLB Game of the Week. So. Yeah, so next week we will recap, like I said, Talladega, Azerbaijan, and Paris for Formula E. We'll go through the breaking stories and, preview all the races we talked about, so that should be fun. The Oklahoma Highway Safety Office is the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. We remind all of you friends that together we can end DUI. Visit enduyok.com for more details. Guys, I will see you guys later in a call on the recording chat. I will see you guys over there shortly. Final score, one final time. In the NHL's first round Stanley Cup playoffs for game number 6, it was my St. Louis Blues who won it 3-2 over the Winnipeg Jets, and the Blues move on to the next round. Until next Tuesday, which next Monday will be our MLB Game of the Week, so that should be a lot of fun. Until next Tuesday, when we recap Talladega, Azerbaijan, and Paris for Formula E, go through the breaking stories and all that good stuff, and look ahead to our next upcoming races we got, this is the Indianapolis saying, Sooners win! And Boomer Sooner, everybody.
This PCSRA Weekly Show broadcast has been brought to you by Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores. For over 51 years, it's the proud sponsor of the PCSRA Weekly Show. The PCSRA Weekly Show was also brought to you by Budweiser, Love's Travel Stops, iHeartMedia, The Oklahoman, Newcastle Casino, Devon Energy, Sonic, and by the Oklahoma Highway Safety Office, where together we can end DUI. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the PCSRA Sports Network. Copyright 2019 by the Pacific Coast Sports Racing Association.